Hi everyone. So I just want to take a minute to share a quick story with everyone, and it really blew my mind. I was with my daughter, and we were at a store, and an older gentleman approached us, and he first asked me if it was okay to give my daughter some money. And my first thought was, what the hell is this guy doing? Not really like, I don't know. I can't really explain it because honestly, he did give me a weird vibe. Not weird in the sense of a pedophile or anything like that. There was an oddity about him. But he was very pleasant. Our exchange was pleasant. We made a little small talk. And he actually gave my daughter a $20 bill. And this man didn't look like he had a lot of money. He looked like, he lived a really rough life. Sorry, I can't talk today. The energies are just too much for me. I'm actually finding myself having to relearn speech on some days. The 12/12 portal coming up, I can already feel the energies affecting me. 3 nights before the full moon, I was up every hour of the night. It's just the way it is. So what I'm saying is, now is the time to step out of your existence and live your life. You're probably saying, what is this woman talking about? What I'm talking about is 99.99999999999% of people live their lives here on earth in their shadows. And I don't mean they're hiding in the dark. I mean that they're actually living and existing and stagnating on a low vibe frequency because they don't even understand what's going on. They just think that people are triggering them, they're victims, they've been wronged by the mother of their kids. Whatever it is that they have this narrative going on and spinning and spinning and spinning in their head. And by the way, every single thing in your mind is an illusion. It's true. The things I'm sharing with you took me many years to figure out, so I don't mean to sound like I'm an omniscient asshole, but I learned things the hard way, and I like to share what I learned so that people can not suffer in the manners that I did. So people need to look at their shadows, and the way you look at your shadow is through interactions with others. What do you have a strong reaction to? That is pointing you right to your shadow right there, okay? So anytime you find yourself, if you're able to be conscious enough to actually say, wow, what the hell did I just react like that for? That's because you have an unhealed wound. Yeah. And honestly, I've been at this it's my 5th year now, since my awakening, when my third eye and my Kundalini awakened completely spontaneously. And I can tell you that unless a person looks at their shadow, honors it, releases it, feels it, welcomes it, walks through it, they're never going to be happy. They're never going to be free from it. It's literally that simple. So all these angry people you see out there, there was one at the ice rink last weekend. I'm trying to watch my daughter learn how to ice skate. And there's this idiot, I could hear him mumbling about taking her seat or something. And because I'm an empath, I absorb energy at such a high level. I have to really come up with a lot of different strategies so that people don't infiltrate me. And this was a little challenging because of the ignorance involved. But what I'm saying is, she's living in her shadow. No normal, healthy person would react and treat another human being like that. There seems to be no sensitivity anymore. There's no empathy. When bad things happen, people are happy. People don't care. Well, as long as it's not me, I don't care that they don't have any place to live. No. The core wound is something every human being possesses. People need to get off their fucking phones, stop scrolling, and do something productive. Look at what your problems are. Address them one by one. Be happy. Live the life you're supposed to live. Not this scripted narrative from people who never should have raised an ant colony. Come on. Be happy. We deserve it. We've suffered for so many years. Me personally, I am looking forward to Christmas this year for the first time in my life. And that's the God's honest truth. Why? Because I have eliminated every toxic individual in my playing field. I don't care who it is, where they're from. I don't care. If you're not going to vibe in a frequency of love, I don't want anything to do with you. And that's how we all need to operate. We all need to operate from our heart space, not our ego and our conditioned mind. That's just one big illusion. So this whole thing of, if I lose another 10 pounds, I'll be really happy. You're good right now. You're good. You're perfect. You're now. You don't have to wait for this magic thing to happen. But what you do have to do is when you're getting triggered, identify the triggers. Be conscious enough to stop yourself if there's a child involved. I get triggered a lot. I have a highly, highly toxic mother. Highly. And let me tell you, it's not easy to break a generational curse. It's not easy. I'm still healing from it, and I am so conscious not to repeat certain behaviors, and I don't, and I would never. But of course there's things that bleed through here and there, and I'm right on myself because I'm that much aware. So all I want to say is this: love yourself, practice self-love, and part of that love is embracing the dark parts of you. We all have them. This whole big boys don't cry thing is a big part of why we have all these broken men running around. And what's happening is just gaining more and more momentum. And I don't like it. I don't like it from my daughter, mainly. Otherwise, I could really give two craps less. I'm not afraid of the next dimension. I'm not ready to go there, but I'm just saying that I have there's nothing nebulous about what I feel about that. It's very clear cut. So during this season, make it about love. Make it about self-love. Make it about healing so that you can be all you're supposed to be to yourself and to your loved ones.